Members of the Nigeria Diaspora Forum are asking the Nigerian government to engage the South African government on how to end the mistreatment of Nigerians living in that country. The group spoke against the backdrop of the recent killing of a Nigerian, one Mr. Ebuka Onwoko, who was allegedly killed by the South African police, a matter that the House Committee on Diaspora Matters is currently investigating. Addressing a news conference in Abuja, the country director of the Nigeria Diaspora Forum, Mr. Chike Amadichi, appeals to the federal government to take a holistic approach to addressing issues of unlawful killings and mistreatment of Nigerians in South Africa.
The South African police have persistently been accused by eyewitnesses of ill treatment and unlawful killings, which have sometimes been done in the full glare of the public with very little deterrent. This ill treatment of Nigerians in South Africa has been ongoing for several years, and it's unfortunate that successive South African governments have done little to protect the lives and properties of Nigerians living in South Africa. The frequency of these often tragic South African police attacks on Nigerians living in South Africa have reached a crescendo, and Nigerian Diaspora Forum NDF is calling upon Nigerian government to call on South African government and its police force to please put an end to these incidents. We are calling upon the South African ambassador to Nigeria to explain to Nigerians why these incidents keep occurring. And we are also calling up.
All right, Nigerians in South Africa, Nigerians living in South Africa, calling on the Nigerian government in Nigeria to come and assist them because of the situation. Although this video was trending on TikTok, but I don't know if it's a recent video or old video, but somebody just sent it to me, and I said, okay, let me display. Because right now, as I'm talking to you, there are a lot of protests going on in South Africa, and the protest is all about the foreigner. Like I'll be hearing about also Somalians and other. But listen to this this video before we can continue.
How many Nigerians are living in South Africa? They are not up to 60,000 Nigerians. But if you come here to Ghana, we have 1 million Nigerians living in Ghana. So why we Ghanaians are not having the same problem with Nigeria?
Point of corrections. You are not a Ghanaian. You say why we Ghanaians no have problem with Nigerian. You where you speak, you are a Nigerian. Me, I'm a Nigerian. Your tonation is clear. Now you are claiming you as a Nigerian claiming Ghanaian, say African. So now Nigerians they use English of set of things. When you hear the people are saying set of things, that means Nigerians automatically Nigerians English with that. Like, are you kidding me? You see, why we Ghanaians, but you are in Nigeria claiming Ghanaians to fight South African. If you want to fight South African, be a Nigerian fight. Don't pass another identity to use to fight South Africans. You are in Nigeria claiming Ghanaian, telling South Africa that we Ghanaians, but you are in Nigeria. Although listen to him carefully, you understand what I'm talking about. Because most of us Nigerians, we are causing different confusion on social media.
You people, when you just manage get data, but you come online and be saying trash. Number one, go and read your history to know who you are before you come online and be saying what you don't know. I be tired of all this. There is no real South Africa that will come out and condemn Nigeria because they know what these Nigeria people are doing for. Forget all these things we are saying online. We know the truth. Nigeria is bigger than South Africa. Let's be honest with ourselves. They are bigger, they are richer, they are everything above you guys. So you people should stop envy. If you people are lazy, you can't work, go and work. They can succeed in any condition in your country. Those people are ready.
This is the kind of things I always talk here. We are just this person that is speaking, saying that South Africa are lazy. There's no Ghanaians will come on media who saying that South Africa are lazy to go and find the reason. Ghanaians will not say this. This person that is speaking in this video, in this audio, automatically Nigerian. Be aware of that. hope there is no relating. It's not a Ghanaian. Like the person is not a Ghanaian. It's automatically a Nigerian guy. I'm telling you the facts. The person that is speaking so is a Nigerian. And this kind of confusion we are talking. If you are a Nigerian, you want to attack South African, attack them as a Nigerian. Don't use another people where they just do on their own. You are using their identity to attacking them, claiming that you are a Ghanaian. Maybe South African who no understand Ghana English, they may think that, oh, this is a Ghanaian guy speaking. A lie. That is Nigerian guy. Because I'm a Nigerian. And a lot of Ghanaians who are watching this video right now can also clarify it on comment section. This is a Nigerian person speaking, so it's causing a confusion. Using Ghanaians to attack South African. Say that we Ghanaians, and that person never be Ghanaian, and Nigeria. I'm telling you the facts. That person that is speaking so on that audio is automatically Nigerian, not be Ghanaians. Although, watch this video, okay?
How they expect us to compete with South Africa? These people from nowhere, they just get snow. All we're getting is dust. These people are the real giants. They have the budget. Hey, even the Lord, even him, he knows these people. They get snow. America, they get snow. Canada, they get snow. Nigeria, we get dust. We not go compete. No, it's not fair. It is not fair. Our enemies have succeeded. South Africa, you have succeeded. You have leveled up. You have got snow. We will not compete anymore. Nigeria is out of the race. No more. We are not competing with people who can afford snow. No more.
Please afford us the same patient that I gave to you, office. Really progressive forces of South Africa. We saw it necessary that what food the young ladies that came and say, Lolo, help me. And bring on to the Lolo B media. The Lolo B that is being paid by Daily Maverick is here. You went into the media, you said I've been paid to say put South African first. I don't need to be paid to say I should be put first in my country. I have kids that are South Africans. Those kids, I'm fighting for them. If I'm dying today or tomorrow, they will know that my mother stood. Malumi, our official, right? I was not only bothering you as the office of the president. I invited the UN to come here. I invited Zimbabwean embassy to come here. I also invited Nigeria and Ethiopian embassy because I have something that was pending me to say to those embassies. I don't know if they did send a representative or not. But what I wanted to say before I can hand over to the person who's going to give you the memorandum, I want to pass the message so that they can hear what we South Africans are saying. We are the ones who accommodated the people in our communities, not the politicians. I invited Ethiopian embassy because if I will check the history, Ethiopia was never colonized. I don't understand why today there are Ethiopians who are smuggled that we see come via Kenya and come into our locations. If Africa wants unity, that unity must start where the AU head office is. Yes. That is where African unity must start. That is what I wanted to say. We have cases of 206 South African kids that are dead. Some were hospitalized. The government came on the media saying those 206, they found that the food they ate got ratax. I don't know what is the other scientific term that they used. And it ends there. I so wish our people can come together, chopping them at 10 rands every week and sue the government. Yeah. I so wish that happens. I don't know when, but I so wish that happens. I called in Nigerian embassy for this reason. After the Chidima saga, our DICO was invited to Nigerian embassy. They had talks and then they were talking and then they came on the media saying everything is okay. The diplomatic, there's no diplomatic issues. As politicians, we might not have diplomatic issues. We do have integration issues with Nigerians. The whole sunny side is Nigerians. The security cluster, when they called me to sit in, I said, can we pass by SLN to protest? You know what they said? All of them. They said, oh, we want to provoke. How am I provoking someone by stepping in a country that is mine? So it means our government and all the law officials are saying that is your no-go area. As a South African. I'm not taking it seriously. That is my country. This place is, when people were fighting during apartheid, they were fighting for us because we were segregated from here. They were segregated by Africans.
By foreigners.
And we must accept, because it's integration, that none of the government came to us as South Africans like we see and say, as government, we decided that as South Africa, as a country, we won't have refugee camps. We didn't do that. Zimbabwe, please. Government of Zimbabwe, wherever you are, close your ZANU PF offices in Franton. You cannot be a ruling party that is oppressing Zimbabweans and you have an office that is operating in Zimbabwe, in South Africa. Close your ZANU PF office in Sandton. This message goes to him. ZANU PF, stop shifting your responsibility to South Africa.
Yes.
Those responsibilities are not going to government of South Africa. They are coming to us. Those Zimbabweans are in our community fighting with us for the limited resources, schools and everything.
Water.
In Western Cape, we know very well that the white people are running those farms with tourist visas. I can give you 2 farms today that the people every month they run out, go out of the country, they come back and come and run their businesses. They didn't pay the 5 million that is required. And they are also employing foreign people as cheap labor. They are not paying tax, they are not doing anything. UN, the purpose of this protest, Ramaphosa signed the white paper that the cabinet have approved before elections. The way ASEAN and Koteng has signed the Bella bill and other bills, we want the same speed.
Yes.
Urgently.
Yes.
I asked the UN when I gave them the request to of audience to come here that we are asking them to remove the minors. In UN, let me tell you South Africans, if you don't know, they have less than 300,000 people that are responsible for, I'm talking about the asylum and refugees. All the millions that are here are not asylums and refugees. So meaning UN is not even a quarter of the people of Zimbabweans that are here.
Guys, my battery is dying in 30 seconds.
Implement the laws of this country. Lastly, address Thabo Mbeki Foundation and also the Minister of Education. The Minister of Education said that our teachers that are being funded by Funza Lushaka and all other stakeholders must.
Let's go. Right, that's it. So leadership, this is the deal I'm making you. Let me finish. Leadership, I'm making you this deal because you have proof. Ne?
Yes.
You have proof. Oh, wait. Who's the leadership here? 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's the president, that's the Director General, that's HOD. We will lead this.
Oh, wait. How many are you? Are you 5?
Yeah, the NECs, all the NEC members are
Right,
here.
sir. Are you 5?
We are 8. About 8.
Are you about 8? Good. I've got 2 vehicles for you. We'll get you in the vehicles. Wait, sir. Let me finish myself. Because we're not going to allow the people to walk in the streets and not allow the vehicles to go. All right? Can I come in? So, yes. Then I've got vehicles here for you. Point out for me. And then you know what? This time I want to go with the president or somebody senior to come and show me and say, here's the documents. I have seen it. Here. Then I'm acting. Is that all right?
Yeah. Can I comment? Listen, there's a thing. All these people who are operating shops here, they are using asylum seekers papers, which the law of South Africa doesn't allow them to operate shops. Who allows it? The constitution says you must bring 5 million in order to come and invest and operate in South Africa. Did they come with 5 million? They are operating.
Just wait, sir. Let me just tell him, yes,
Yesterday, who am I supposed to listen to?
Just listen to me now. Yesterday said, listen.
Commander,
So we're always waiting. You're not going to wait. No, this guy, you're wrong. They are not legal. They are unlegal. So truth is, the people that are there are illegal. There's nothing legal about an illegal person being here illegally. Yeah, that's what I'm more no, this other phone. No, don't come with diplomacy. Yeah. Manager, yeah. No, you're not going to manage us, man.
Nobody from Southside anymore.
But there's no one who's going to throw stones. He's treating us as if we are animals.
Guys, I'll be talking about foreigners, those that are living in South Africa. And foreigners, those that are living in South Africa, some, they are complaining over South Africans for nothing. Because I was seeing another video yesterday that the guy was saying that South Africans, they don't give foreigners, black foreigners, special treatment. Before you consider your content, check yourself. Number one. Okay, why I'm saying this? Because you cannot claim to South Africans that they must give you special treatment. First of all, who are you claiming a special treatment from the South Africans people? Who are you? Number two, does you give them special treatment? Because what I know, special treatment, it goes by 50-50. You give me special treatment, I'll give you also back special treatment. You give me respect, I'll give you respect back. Is how it works in life. So you guys, you just complaining about South Africans that they are not giving a special treatment. The guy even said that you can go to the shop now or you can go to the hospital. The only people that are getting special treatment is the whites, not a black foreigners. Even white, also white foreigners, not even black foreigners. No. Okay, it means, let me tell you something. It means those white foreigners or white people, they are giving them back special treatment. That's why they are getting special treatment, because they are giving them special treatment. You, the reason why you are not getting special treatment, because you are not giving them special treatment. Start now considering yourself by giving them special treatment, then you get back special treatment. And you black foreigners or black people, I'm tired of you, because I'm always explaining about you, but you don't listen. And what you know is to tarnish the image of South Africans, is what you know. Is what, now I'm getting upset with you guys. Because, okay, look now, let me give you an example. You go to the shop now, buying a bread as a black man, buying a bread for 20 rand. Buy the two, you don't need even 2 rand. The white man now can go to the shop and buy the bread for 20 rand. Buy the till, you leave 30 rand for the bread as a cold drink. So, okay, who deserve to be respected? Between you and the white, between you black and the white. I'm also black, but I want to know about here, who worth to be respected between you black and the white. So you can see yourself. It's not something that I must explain. You can see yourself. But always complaining over South Africans. Okay, if you don't get a special treatment in a country like South Africa, why don't you go back to your country? Where you can get a special treatment? Leave. Stop tarnishing the image of South Africans, is what I can say. Just be smart and quiet and work and go back home. If you think that, oh, this is a problem for you, then leave the country. That's simple. Go wherever you can get a special treatment. I don't see this in America. I don't see this in UK. I don't see this in everywhere. I only see in South Africa, foreigners are complaining about a special treatment. What is special treatment? What is it? Explain, what is it now? No, come on. I don't want to hear this again on social media. Please. Let's learn how to handle ourselves as grown people. Yes, I love you all. I love you all, and I love you all. May God bless you. I love you all, guys. Thanks.
We are being accused of being xenophobic. No, we are not. We need your help. Every person is welcome. We don't have the right to say we don't want Nigerians here. We do not have the right to say we don't want people from Tanzania here. We have no such a right to say people from Lesotho should not be here. But we must emphasize the fact that we have a border and we have laws in this country that needs to be followed. The problem is, I am not this minister that's intimidated by the media. I'm not used to nice media. Our leaders died. The freedom that you are having today and that I am having is because of the blood that was spilled by these people that we are honoring. The heroes, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Russia, Angola, Nigeria, all these countries, Ambassador, when our people had nowhere to go, you opened your doors for them. When there was nowhere, you opened your doors for them. All these countries with our fallen heroes, you opened the doors for our people in South Africa. But you did that at great risk to your own country. Some of your countrymen died in the process of opening the doors for our soldiers. Some of them paid the price because they opened the doors for South Africans. And that's something that we should never forget. But that's also something that we should speak about. And we will be very dishonest. We will be very dishonest. And I have no intention of being dishonest here today if I don't acknowledge the role that your countries has played in opening the doors for our people and hosting them and looking after them and caring for them and giving them medicine and giving them shelter. You have done that. But I shall also be very dishonest. We are being accused of being xenophobic. No, we are not. This morning I was in a plane with a gentleman from Zimbabwe. He lives in South Africa and is giving jobs to 24 South Africans in his company. And I said to him, and he said, hey, I was scared to take a picture with you. To ask for a picture, I said, why? He said, I thought you were going to say Abahambe. I said to him, are you here legally? He says, yes. And that's when he told me the story about the jobs. So, we need your help. South Africa, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Angola, Tanzania, Egypt, we are brothers. We are children of Mother Africa. And every person is welcome from Zambia, from Zimbabwe. All we are asking you is to help us, because with the people that's contributing to our country, there are 3 or 4 or 5 that comes here illegally to do illegal things. We have a crisis in our country that we are also calling on yourselves to assist us, because people that are suffering are good Zimbabweans, good Zambians that are coming here to do business, that are coming here to contribute positively. And then you get some that are coming here from Nigeria, from other countries to sell drugs to our children. And it will be dishonest if we are not talking about that. So we don't have the right to say we don't want Zimbabweans here. We don't have the right to say we don't want Nigerians here. We do not have the right to say we don't want people from Tanzania here. We have no such a right to say people from Lesotho should not be here. But we must emphasize the fact that we have a border and we have laws in this country that needs to be followed, and they should come through the law, and they will feel the South African hospitality that you are going to feel today here with us today. I want to thank Zambia and Zimbabwe for your efficiency. My first task as a minister was to bring back our heroes. But your efficiency, as your country's efficiency, shocked me and inspired me. I said, if the Zambians are so quick and the Zimbabweans, we must be quicker. And to my team in the office, I know I've been a slave driver, and I've used the Zimbabweans and the Zambians to say, those people are so fast, our brothers that side and our sisters. Let's be faster. And indeed, you know, the office team, and this would not have been possible, Minister, without your people, without the willingness, even where we didn't really follow the correct process. Your people taught us the correct process, General, to say, you know, to being a general is just like that. Yes. General, I was dating a girl many years ago. Her father was a general. The first day when I arrived at the house, I was shocked how he speaks to the kids. Bring me salt. Bring me water. Switch off the TV. Neat. Like the general, 100%. So, you mustn't pray for Mom Angie not to be reshuffled. She obviously, she's a senior minister. They will take her to one of the senior posts. But if they want to remove her there, because she always speaks to me in such a good voice, I don't want her to say, Captain, come here now. And she's going there. With a deputy like that, I don't trust him. She's going there. You must watch a deputy. I would like to say to the families, the process is difficult for you. The process is extremely difficult. But I want to thank you on behalf of every South African. I want to thank the families that are not here. And you know, when I heard, I'm not a member of the African National Congress, but I got emotional when I heard that Duma Nokwe was found with a scarf of the ANC. For me, my advice to every member of South Africa, and particularly the ruling party, the majority party, ruling the GNU, I want to say to you, reflect. Let that scarf be a sign of deep reflection. That your Nobala, your Secretary General, and this is not a lecture, this is just a partner. We are together there by the GNU. Just telling you, use this as deep reflection that a man that led your organization as the Secretary General was found with the flag of your organization around his neck. Those that understand will understand. Those that don't understand, you are going to be a problem very soon for your party. Then it was spoken, there's a journalist, and he's here. I said I will answer you inside. So I want to keep to my promise. A journalist was telling me how much does the whole thing gonna cost? I said to him, we met, do you remember when at the previous event, he says, yes, I was there at another event before I was a minister. I was still a party in opposition, a member of a party vying for government power. And he was there when the previous minister, Minister Lamula, was explaining something. The very same journalist that was there, the journalist that asked me today, how much is it going to cost? I said, just wait till I get to the mic. So I'm at the mic now. When Minister Lamula, where we met the first time, at his press conference, he was talking about bringing back the Guptas from Dubai. You never stood up there and asked, how much is it going to cost? But today you have the guts to come and ask, how much is it costing to bring our heroes? The problem is, I am not this minister that's intimidated by the media. I'm not used to nice media. So I'm saying to you today, no, this government don't have the type of money it would cost to really bring our veterans. Because if I have to put it in, I'll put it on 100 trillion, the worth of bringing one body here. Our people died. Our leaders died. The freedom that you are having today and that I am having is because of the blood that was spilled by these people that we are honoring. And this is only the beginning. You heard the ministers praised me when she said, we said we'll bring 3 at a time. Because Mackenzie is now there. And me, you know, Ekbaizani. And we brought 40. And we're bringing more. When we go to Angola, I've set a new target, Minister, of 150 must be brought back. Because time waits for no one. Our heroes must come and rest, and they must come and rest properly.
Today is a very good day to be a South African. It is a very great day to actually be a South African. No more shall we be silenced. No more shall we be called xenophobes or Afrophobes when we're actually fighting for something that's right. When we're actually calling out something that we don't like. They've been calling us names. Basbiza ngamabitso, bathi Sabo Emmanuel. Other African people, our own celebrities, politicians, and all these people, they've been calling us names, but we stood the test of time. We actually fought and we said enough is enough. I did mention that on my other video that this Chidima thing is way deeper. This whole thing is way deeper than Chidima. And guess what happened? Identity theft. Identity theft got exposed. All the people that were saying Tina say wrong for actually saying stop calling us names when we tell you that stop breaking our laws. Whenever South Africans stand up and whenever we fight, we get called names. We get called all such atrocious things. We get called outrageous names. We get insulted for actually fighting for our own country, for saying that this is what we want within our own country. No more shall we be silenced. We will no longer be silenced. We will no longer accept insults such as xenos or Afrophobes when we say we don't want this. Enough is actually enough. To all the celebrities that were against us, I actually saw that DJ Spoo is doing an apology tour. He's apologizing. To all the celebs, all the influential people that actually told us that we're wrong, what do you have to say for yourselves now? In fact, you know what I have to say about that? When the time comes for donation requests, we will remember this day. When the time comes for you to promote whatever brand you're promoting, we will remember this day. When you start that new business, we will remember this day. I said this before. When are you going to choose your own people? You people looked at us and us begang atitina ingondo zethu asisebenzi. Now, who's laughing now? And let this be a lesson to all the influencers, to every single person. If South Africans are complaining about something that makes them uncomfortable within their own land, do not try to shame us, because this is our country. This is our land. This is the land of our ancestors. Why should we be called xenophobes when we're trying to call out something that's wrong? Identity theft is a serious thing. They'll still say that we're wrong. To the people that defended this girl, why? Why couldn't you just stand with your own people for once? You want to be righteous people. At what cost? The truth is out, and all of you are trying to make this person a victim. You're trying to say that, oh no, we feel bad for her. Yes, you can feel bad for her, but what about the people that lost their identities? What about the people whose ID numbers got stolen? Because I'm sure there's millions of them. What about them? Are you not going to feel sorry for South African people who couldn't write matric, who couldn't actually attend school, who can't get jobs or open even a small bank account? I said that this is actually deeper than Chidima, and the truth got exposed. One thing I'll never agree to is to be shamed for being a patriotic citizen. So I just want to say shout out to all the people that fought for this country, that are still fighting, who are not afraid of being called Amazinho. Continue the fight, guys. We will continue standing tall for our country because that is the right thing to do. I'm a proud South African and I will always stand for what's right. It doesn't matter what the situation is. I will always be a proud South African. And also special shout out to Gayton McKenzie as well. Thank you for standing tall while you're in a position of power. Thank you for not backing down. Thank you to each and every single person that did not back down. We said that something is not right, and guess what? We were right. So to everyone that shamed us, shame on you. You know what I mean?
Africans. I want all the Africans to come here and let's talk about this. Because we are all here blaming South Africans for standing for their country, to try and fight for their country, and to try and make things right in their country. And we're trying to look at them and say, oh no, they're xenophobic. Okay, let's put it like this. Do you guys understand that South Africans have responsibilities? That's just like we do have responsibilities. Do you also understand that South Africans are also human beings, just like everybody else is human being? Do you know that South Africans do have also a lot of population in their country that is really suffering, that do not have jobs, that don't have a home, that don't have anything? Do you know that? I think it's high time that all of us started looking at things in the real world. You come in a foreign land, run away from the poverty in your country, and you come in South Africa to be wise. Does that make any sense? You run away from your land where you've left so much problems and you failed to be wise there. Now you want to be wise in South Africa. Does that make any sense? It doesn't make any sense. I think Africans, sometimes we turn out to be hypocrites. Why do I say this? Why are you forcing or imposing yourself on a country that is not yours? You're saying you can't be foreigner in Africa. No, that is law. That is law. It is law. For as long as there is borders that divides Africa. If you go in another land, you are a foreigner because you've gone in a foreign land with a different ID. You are a foreigner. That's just the fact. The only way you can say I cannot be a foreigner in Africa is when Africa, they open the borders. I don't think that will happen because our president wants to make money, so that's not going to happen. Look, we African people from different countries, from Ghana, from Nigeria, from Uganda, from Zimbabwe, Malawi, Zambia, we need to learn something from South Africans. South Africans, they don't care what they do for as long as they make things right. For them, a wrong is a wrong. They fight for their country. Just like you have seen the Kenyans, change does not come by you running away and jumping into another country and then you start talking. No, it doesn't come like that. Change comes when people go and take it to the streets and they fight. When people die, that's when change comes into the land. This freedom that we all have today, somebody died for this freedom so that all of us can be able to talk, all of us can be able to even start saying, hey, I deserve an asylum, I deserve this. Meanwhile, your country does not have war, it doesn't have anything, there's no problems in your country. You just ran away and come and create stories that are lies because you want to obtain an asylum. That's being coward. That's being coward. I know you're gonna call me names, hypocrites. You're gonna say so many things, but I don't care. But I'm trying to tell you because I always speak the right thing. You can never be South African. If you're a Zimbabwean, you'll be a Zimbabwean. You will die a Zimbabwean. If you're a Ghanaian, you'll be a Ghanaian, and you will die a Ghanaian. If you are a Malawian or Nigerian, you will die that person you were. The ID that you have is Malawian, you will die Malawian. The ID you have is Nigerian, you will die Nigerian. All the countries, Pakistan, you are going to die Pakistan. Whether you married a South African, it does not change who you are still a foreigner in a foreign land, married to a foreign woman or married to a foreign man. Let us face this and let us face the truth to say that there is no wrong in fighting for a country that you only have. South Africans only have one country, which is South Africa. If they lose it, they have no home to go to. So if they fight for this land today, when they start fighting for this land, when they start taking back everything from this land, it is their rule. It is their right. It is their right to flourish in this country. It is their right to be in South Africa. It's their right to protect their own country. It is their right to do what they're doing. There is no wrong by telling you, go back home and fix things. Visiting a country is not there. The law has not forbidden you from visiting a country. You can go and visit the country and then go back home. But if you want to stay in a country, bring something to the country, invest in a country, become an investor, and then employ the South African people to work. The law is going to be very happy with you. And for as long as you pay tax, for as long as you're doing straightforward business, you're not selling drugs, you're not selling beer, you're not selling fake things, you're not doing all this, you're obeying the law. The law is going to be very happy with you, and you will live a better life in that foreign land. So we can't keep fighting for a family that is not ours. You are abandoning your own family and you want to fight a battle that is not yours. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, my brother. It doesn't make sense, my sister. If you are from Zimbabwe, go and fight your own battles in Zimbabwe. Fight. Fight for your own freedom. Make things right in Zimbabwe. I hear your president Mnangagwa wants you because he says things are better. You go back there. Zambians, go back to Zambia. You fight your own battle in Zambia. Fight, because Africans need to fight in order for Africa to be better. In Africa, we are rich. Every single country is rich by minerals, by everything. If we fight for our land to be better, investors will come and invest in our lands, and we will have more jobs. By running away from our lands and start putting poverty into somebody else's land, that is not right. It is not right. South Africa is calling is calling out for investors who are coming to invest into the land, and not people who are looking for greener pastures. Unless if South Africa has put something out there and say, we have shortage of people that, employers have shortages of certain people or certain roles in the companies that they can't find, then they will go for a foreigner to come and work. But I think we just have to be real. We have to be real about this. We really have to be real about this. There's no xenophobic acts by fighting for your land or freedom. People want to be free. People want to be free. Freedom is whereby you can take your kids to school. You can be able to go on holiday. You can manage to pay your car. You can manage to pay your house. You can also manage to look after your mother and your father. That is freedom, and that's what the South African people want. But they don't want foreigners to take over what belongs to them, what belongs to them. Even though you can say no one was born with a job, no. Look, you were born a South African, so therefore, whatever that opportunities come in South Africa, those opportunities, they must go to the South African first before they can get to a foreigner. Unless if there's no South African who is willing to take up that opportunity. So let's not be hypocrites. Let's just be human, and we are all carrying a certain passport or ID for another land that we need to go back and fight for. We need to start fighting for our countries and not trying to fight for a South Africa that is not yours. So Africans, stop doing this. It's a high time you started understanding to say you cannot force or impose yourself on a family that is not your family. If you were a friend with that family and you helped them at one point, they don't owe you anything for as long as they don't want to help you in any way. So find acceptance and move on. South Africa is for South Africans.
And then there's a big police vehicle. They are trying to protect the foreign-owned shops because this group of people say they do not want foreigners here. They say these foreigners are taking their jobs and their economic opportunities.
And again, South African, they are doing protests with also some Somalian, because I've been hearing they are doing protesting because this thing that is happening in South African, it's not just ordinary Nigerians alone. It's not in Nigerians alone. They are also fighting with other African countries too who are not doing the right thing in their country, because I've been hearing that Somalian people, they are selling fake food in their country there. And again, that is the reason why the protest, they are organizing a lot of protest. A lot of protest is going on in South African. So my own advice here is that I support South Africa for their fighting for their rights, because of the reason why I support South Africa for the fighting of their rights is that they know they travel to other African countries like the way other African countries travel to their country. Okay, that's why I see that, yeah, what they are doing, they are right. I support them because they stay in their country because they want to fix their country. And the same me too. My advice is to also advise other foreigners, like if you are African, you travel to South Africa, like the way South Africa is saying that they don't want you go back to your country. Me, I always support that advice. We should come and fix our country, especially me. I stand for Nigeria, my fellow Nigerians, to come back, so that all of us can think how we can also fix our country and fix the bad one out. That is what I'm here for. I hope you understand. Yes, because we Nigerians, our name is now becoming spoiled around the world, not just South Africa alone. Almost everywhere around the world, people are talking bad about Nigerians. Yes, and the Nigerians also are doing it. That bad thing that people are complaining about it, Nigerians are doing that same bad thing. It's not like they are not doing it. They are doing it. And that is the reason a lot of people around the world say Nigerians are, imagine in India, they say Nigerians are this. Imagine, then how are you going to defend this? Although we have a lot of Nigerians say, oh, you need to do, I can't defend wrong thing now. How can I become and sit here? I know this thing is bad, this thing is affecting, it's shopping me. Then the whole world don't know that this is what you do. There's no way you can defend it. If you like, make I consider it. So Nigerians and did this, that mean I'm defending the wrong thing. Me, I can't defend the wrong thing. Nigerians are doing bad things around the world because people don't know us. There's no way I can defend it here. Forget my own, what I'm here every day. If you are in Nigeria, change. If you can't change, all of us in abroad, we could come back to Nigeria, come and live our life there, we could kill ourselves there. I'm okay. I hope you understand, because person can't, Nigerian passport, international passport is not having any, the most worst international passport in the world now, this Nigerian passport. You see how shameful and embarrassed is that? So that is the reason why I want all of us. It is possible that every Nigeria will come back home, plus me. I'll be very happy because we should go home. Then if we can stay home like 10 years, nobody live out of the country, our passport will become good passport because the passport is not traveling again. So by the time you can start to use the passport to travel, you will get value. But right now, the international passport is like a paper. It's like a paper. It's not have, so far you carry the Nigeria. There's no respect in it. That's why my fighting, if you are every Nigerian, come back home and fix home like the way Ghana did. I always say it. Like the way South Africa are doing, because the majority of South Africa, they know they travel. They stay in their countries and fighting in their country. We should also copy that, the same thing. We should not be in another people's country complaining that these people are doing us that, these people, not their country now. They have right to do you whatever they want to do you. Okay? My name is Master Manager Nigerian News. I just want to appreciate everybody. Don't forget to subscribe, and in case if you want to send me a message, look at my bio. My WhatsApp number is there. What do you have to tell me? I'm Master Manager. See you again in my next video, okay? Bye-bye.
No forget to subscribe to Master Manager Nigerian News. Subscribe, okay? Subscribe.